This is Austin Evans, Vincent Scalato's, Bronson William Schatz, and Christopher DeVargas's chemistry project for first hour. Okay, we're making shredded chicken fajitas right now, and we already poured tomato sauce and tomato paste into each of the crock pots, and this is the base for the flavor. And then Austin over here is going to start washing the chicken breast.
I brought my charger just in case the worst comes to worst, so don't worry about it.
Alright, so if there's 12, we need 6 and 6, right?
Yeah.
Chili powder? Tastes like dirt by itself. Cinnamon challenge.
Alright, and
cinnamon challenge with chili. Step 2 is seasoning. Alright, so what you do is you take a decent pinch and you just sprinkle it all in there. You sprinkle it all. And you just want to cover all the chicken breasts. Don't have to do it, I just like it because of the flavor. And then we're going to add some minced garlic cloves. And oregano. Gotta get oregano, guys. Gotta get that oregano, man. Italian seasoning. Is that it? And garlic powder. Because, well, you have to have garlic. Alright, come over here and shells. And then just put some sauce over them. And you just sprinkle them all over. And then, Austin? Yes? It's time for the next layer. Alright, let me get this last. Yeah. And you just do this, throw it in for about 8 hours on low, and eventually you end up getting shredded chicken fajitas that...
So yeah, the cooking's going to take about 8 hours. So in the meantime... Okay, so 8 hours later, they're finally done. So Austin is going to go ahead and store them in here in just a second. Slowly making his way. Alright. So just gonna put them in there for temporary storage. We're going to have to shred them tomorrow morning, however. So we're not going to be showing that part.
How do you put these in?
Alright, right now we're doing our final step for today, which we're just gonna go ahead and cut up this pepper. Unfortunately, tonight we just don't have the time or resources. So we're going to be sautéing them tomorrow, as well as shredding the chicken. But for right now, we're just going to chop them up.
Hello everyone. One of the dishes that our group will be making today is jellyfish salad. And as you can see here, we have the dried jellyfish that will be used to make it. So now, before we can begin, we obviously have to get the packaging. So we might start off with, and then it is so full of salt. So, likewise, we'll have to drench it, but before we do that, I will obviously have to cut it. Alright, so now all that stuff's cut up, we have here all of the cut up jellyfish. But now here comes the next part, which will basically explain the saturation part. We will remove the salt. And how we do this is we get water in a bowl, enough to pretty much cover it. You can't put too much water in the bowl. So anyways, pour that all in there. And then really, it's just going to sit for about 20 minutes. You could do it one of two ways. You could do it all night, and the water will just keep taking the salt out of it. But you can get it done easily within 2 hours or an hour by simply replenishing the water. So we're going to let that sit for about 20 minutes, and then once that is done, refill the bowl and add more water. So now we've drained the jellyfish, the salt is completely removed. However, before I go to preparing the rest of it, we're going to prepare the other crucial ingredient in this recipe, which also is one we can witness the My Artifact with, and that is sesame seeds. So all we're going to be doing is just browning them. So I add the two of them. And in a few minutes from now, we will be able to witness the My Artifact with the sesame seeds, as they will brown from the heat. Alright, so a couple of minutes have gone by, and sesame seeds are browned. Obviously, they've gone through the My Artifact. Now, we'll move on to cooking the jellyfish, and the reason I did this last, after these sesame seeds, is because this literally takes seconds to do. And the jellyfish will be cooked through convection, the warm water. Now what's going to happen with the jellyfish, it doesn't necessarily go through the My Artifact, but what will happen is when you cook it, the proteins inside of it pretty much just start to really constrict and such. It's not, because the cooking is not necessarily a process, it's just a process to get the texture a different way. And the way you cook it will cause the proteins just to kind of like scrunch up a little bit from the heat. And this stuff does cook very fast. So, actually it cooks so fast, I'm probably going to get off camera for a second to go empty it out. Alright. Alright, that's good. Alright, now, as you can see, I don't know if you remembered earlier when we had the jellyfish out raw, like out of the package and such, but you can see, I would grab it, but it's going to burn. You can see it's definitely shriveled up. It has browned, but that's not the My Artifact, it's something else. But yeah, it's definitely shriveled up. Much smaller, and it gets a better texture from it once you do this. Yes, it actually does taste good, unlike most would think.